that was an easy win. We breezed through that. It's finished at the Annex Stadium, which sounds like a chain of carpets, doesn't it? Brighton 0, Manchester United 3. Beating us isn't for everyone, is it? Chris Hughton was the last manager, wasn't he, to beat us? Oh yeah, he was in the same one that Brighton fans wanted. Gone. Yeah, you're a small club and hope you get relegated. Goals via Greenwood. The ball was out of play, by the way. I don't know how I don't know how the linesman didn't spot it. He was laughing and giggling. He knew he made a mistake there. I'm not sure why he did that. I thought it was very unprofessional. Now Luke Shaw looked like he was offside, but Ollie gets so much luck. You know, I don't know how he does it. And then goes for the face of goal. Bruno's there to finish it off. I think it takes a deflection. And then we get the third goal on the counter-attack. And that's basically what happened. Gary Neville made one of the most stupidest comments since he criticised Ruud van Nistelrooy. He compared it to when we scored against Arsenal with Nani, Rooney and Ronaldo. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. Again, comparing apples with oranges. You know, people did the same the other week, or a day, with Anthony Martial. He got a hat-trick. They said, oh, last player to get it was hat-trick was Robin van Persie. Yeah, that went and won us the bloody league. And Martial's bloody hat-trick, what did it do? Absolutely nothing. Put us one place up in the table, into 5th place. Big deal, so what? It's the same ones who compared the Martial goal. He scored against Fulham. Oh, it's like Ronaldo's goal, a carbon copy. Ronaldo's goal that day, at lunchtime kickoff, I believe it was. That won us the league. That Martial goal got us into the top 4. So stop comparing, and it's embarrassing that you're comparing every single one of yesteryear when we were winning titles and we were dominating the Premier League. And now look at us, you know. I thought the team selection by Brighton was a strange one. Maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you know, bunned Graham Potter a couple of quid before the game because it was a bizarre team selection, you know. And as I said before, you know, Graham Potter is a shocking manager. He's one of the worst managers ever to grace the game of football. He is a ban average. He is, right, a carbon copy of Chris Hutchins when he took over from Paul Jewell. That's basically, you got Chris Hughton, who was Paul Jewell, did a stunning job at Wigan, just like Chris Hughton did at Brighton, and replaced by Chris Hutchins. And we all know what happened to them. All they do is pass, 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 and no end product whatsoever. He's a terrible manager, but because he's English, the media will say nothing about him. He is terrible. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has schooled him, not once, but twice. He'll never live that down. That's embarrassing. And any Brighton fan, they should be embarrassed, eh? You should never got rid of Chris Hughton and you count the cost of that. A terrible decision, and it will come back to haunt you. Hopefully you do go down. That's what I predicted before the start of the season. But knowing how lucky you are, you probably beat Norwich and then scrape your way to safety. You know, Graham Potter was getting played into Ollie's hands. You know, if you get beaten by Ollie twice in a season, you might as well pack up and go home straight away. You might as well not continue as a manager, because that's basically embarrassing for him. A result that it will haunt him until he gets the boot. And he will eventually get the sack at Brighton. You will not be successful under Graham Potter. I said before with Southampton, they'll never get to a cup final. You'll never get to a semi-final again. Like he did in a Chris Hughton, got to a quarter-final and a semi-final. He did a superb job, a sterling job, and it's a mistake that again will continue to haunt you. In terms of us, we're still not getting top 4. I know top Reds will go, oh, we weren't against Brighton, yeah, big deal, so what? In an empty stadium, by the way. I expect Wolves to beat Arsenal, because it's Arsenal, isn't it? Banter FC. Back again and all that. You know? And I expect Chelsea to go to Upton Park, whatever it is now, Bowling Ground, London Stadium, you know, whatever it is. No one really cares, do they? I think Chelsea will breeze past it because, you know, they've got all the players now available. They've got the bit between their teeth. People thought, as did I, that Man City would beat them. Unfortunately, Man City didn't. So Chelsea will get top 4. I think Wolves will finish 5th and we'll finish 6th. These results don't mean anything as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to be foaming at the mouth and, you know, getting the bunting out and celebrating. I'll let Top Reds do that. I'll let the Glazer sympathisers on YouTube. They're all on the Glazer payroll, by the way. So them think that this is a good result, you know. But again, we're only winning games more by luck than judgment. Matic. The only reason that Bruno's doing what he's doing is because Matic is in the team. Bruno was shocking in his debut against Wolves at Old Trafford. Matic is showing how good he is and he's embracing the other players. So it's nothing to do with Bruno. It's all to do with Nemanja Matic and how brilliantly and fantastic he is. And Jose Mourinho said the next manager will inherit the likes of Lukaku, not here anymore, and Matic, who saved Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job countless times. You know, you got not many, you know, fingers on 2 hands basically to count how many times he's bailed him out of the mire. But that's how lucky Ole is. And this unbeaten run is all to do with Matic. You know, and I could also say the best managers make do what they got. You know, if Ole's as good as Top Reds claim, you know, those who say, "Oh, I'm Ole out," even though Ole in, even though we all know that Ole out. So, you know, they do all that. You know, this doesn't change anything. This doesn't mean that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be a Man United manager for the test of time, because he will come a cropper. That's the type of guy he is. You know, we're 5th or whatever now. It's not good enough, and I will not accept standards like that. But others will, because well, they seem to adore Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm not sure why. Maybe there's a bit of jiggery pokery going on there. Oh no, I know why. Oh yeah, because they get information from the club, don't they? Yeah, Top Reds and all that. Anyway, so yeah, we're still not getting top 4. We're not going to win a trophy on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm fairly confident he will continue to, you know, be below par. And I just think, you know, Matic, you know, take Matic out of the team, and what we've got, nothing, absolutely nothing. And next, I think we play West Ham. I think we play them. I would love to beat West Ham. I can't stand West Ham. I hope you get relegated, by the way. You should have known and avoided it. So I think we got them next. Moisey making his return to Old Trafford. That would be an eye-opener, wouldn't it? So yeah, tough games on the horizon in terms of facing the relegation candidates. But for me, top 4, forget about it. But if you think we're going to finish top 4 and you're happy with what's going on, good for you. If that's how you want Man United to be, the structure of the club, how we're going, fair enough. Good for you. But for me, I still don't get it. There's still something missing for me. And I just don't get it. And that's what I've got to say.